iPhone needs to change its formula before Google eats it up alive, especially now with price-sensitive emerging markets. And to be honest, the Samsung-Google partnership is no longer a rebel alliance. What do you think iPhone's next step will be to stay on top?
6 years on, it's easy to forget just how amazing the iPhone was when it made its debut. The high-end handset has steadily evolved over the years, pulling in hundreds of millions of devoted buyers along the way, and helping Apple capture more than half of the US smartphone market. Its runaway success, though, is now turning into a liability, with Apple too scared to shake up its successful formula even as the competition pulls ahead. Let's be honest here, the Samsung-Google partnership is no longer just a rebel alliance. It's winning the war on multiple fronts, from shipments to screen size to new activations. The biggest exception perhaps is profit margins, where Apple still commands more than anybody else in the smartphone business. One solution might be for Apple to license its iOS to third-party hardware makers. But those who know Apple's history will tell you sharing is simply not in its DNA. What's really needed is an iPhone Lite, built and priced for fast-growing emerging markets, a product that was leaked online and then denied by Apple earlier this month. China will soon be the company's top market. CEO Tim Cook says so himself. But right now, Android absolutely rules there. It has a hefty 90% of the market. Lower price tags might go a long way to getting multiple Apple devices in Chinese users' hands, which Goldman Sachs suggests is key to customer retention. The arrival of the iPad mini is a sign that Apple is aware of the need to cater to a more cost-conscious market. It's under pressure to make some kind of change, with its stock dipping below $500 in a clear technical downtrend. And with talk, its new flagship iPhone 5 is not selling as fast as anticipated.
Microsoft still holds the dominance in the software world, but quarterly results show that it is being threatened, especially now with competitive markets that rise up in the post-PC world.
Microsoft may be king when it comes to software, but the company is still struggling to find success in a world moving increasingly away from the personal computer. No high marks when it comes to consumers' response to Microsoft's latest products like the Surface.
I would probably give a C+ at this point. A lot of consumers and professionals are waiting for the Pro version of Surface, which will provide the backward compatibility with today's Windows applications.
But Microsoft is already working on extra credit to try to get that grade up. A version of the Surface using an Intel chip will hit the market in early February, which means this Surface can run all the old programs and apps on older Windows devices.
Windows 8, probably a B+. I think there was a lot of skepticism regarding whether Microsoft would be able to make the case for an operating system that combined the worlds of keyboard and mouse with the world of touchscreens and these big, bold colors. And it seems that consumers are adopting it.
Sales from its Windows divisions were up 24% in the fiscal second quarter compared to the year before. So far, Windows 8 has sold over 60 million licenses. That demand boosted total revenues to $21.5 billion for the quarter and $73 billion for the year, as the operating system continues to fuel sales growth year after year after year. But once again, the transition from the big screen to the small screen has been less successful.
Windows Phone 8 would probably give them about a solid C at this point, still trailing very far behind Apple and Android.
As a whole, the Entertainment and Devices division, which includes the phone and the Xbox, suffered a double-digit drop in revenues. Not good during the holiday season when consumer products are expected to fly out the window.
3 people from 3 different countries were charged by federal prosecutors for creating a virus that has infected around 1 million computers, including U.S. Space Agency and numerous banks. This virus is called the Gauzy virus. Let's find out more.
The Gauzy virus infected at least 40,000 computers in the United States and caused millions of dollars in losses by stealing online banking credentials, making the accused modern-day bank robbers.
As alleged in the unsealed documents, these men ran a modern-day bank robbery ring. But as we have seen with increasing frequency, their bank heists required neither a mask nor a gun, but a clever computer program and an internet connection. In an information age update on Willie Sutton, cyber criminals target banks too, because that's where the money still is. As alleged, this ring conceived, developed, and spread a notorious bit of computer malware known in cyber circles as the Gozi virus. The Gozi virus is essentially a Trojan horse for computers, narrowly focused and specifically designed to infect computers of unsuspecting users to steal their online banking credentials.
The defendants Latvian Denis Kalovskis, Russian Nikita Kuzmin, and Romanian Mihai Ionut Paunescu used Gozi to steal millions of dollars from bank accounts in Europe, the United States, and elsewhere, according to the indictment filed in the U.S. District Court in Manhattan. The first indictment against the men was brought against Kuzmin in 2011 under seal. Kuzmin was in custody in New York, while Kalovskis was taken into custody in Latvia and Paunescu was taken into custody in Romania.
Specifically today, we announced charges against 3 men who were at the top of this criminal cyber ring. The first is Nikita Kuzmin, also known by the online nickname 76. He is a Russian national who conceived of the Gozi virus and ran a business that rented out or leased the virus to other people. He was essentially the idea man. Kuzmin has pled guilty to serious federal cybercrime charges, and he has been cooperating with the government and assisting in our investigation. Second, Denis Chalovsky, known by the online nickname Miami. He is a Latvian national who wrote some of the computer code that made the Gozi virus so effective. He was arrested in Latvia last month. Third, Mihai Paunescu, also known perhaps appropriately by the online nickname Virus. He is a Romanian national who ran a so-called bulletproof hosting service that enabled cyber criminals throughout the world to spread the Gozi virus and other malware to commit numerous other cyber crimes as well, and I'll get to those in a moment. Paunescu was arrested in Romania in November of 2012 and was indicted in this district last week.
Attorney information for the defendants was not immediately available. Kalovskis and Kuzmin began to design the virus in or around 2005 to steal bank account information of individuals and businesses on a widespread basis, prosecutors said in the indictment. Paunescu operated a web hosting service from computers in Romania, the United States, and elsewhere that helped cybercriminals avoid detection by authorities, according to court papers. Information security experts in the United States named the Gozi virus around 2007 after discovering a malicious computer code that was stealing information, including bank account numbers, usernames, and passwords, according to the court papers. From around 2008 to June 2012, the virus infected more than 160 NASA computers, resulting in over $40,000 in damage, according to the documents. It was unclear if the virus affected NASA's operations. A spokesman from the agency did not immediately return a call seeking comment. Coming up, gone are the days of electric switches. The power of touch that we enjoy on our smartphones will soon be experienced in household lightings and more. Check out this new wheelchair that gives paraplegics a chance to stand upright while their vital signs are monitored simultaneously. And let's find out what makes this bag so smart. So please don't change your channel.